Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 16th episode of Live from the Adelphi PAC Living Room. I am your host once again, Blythe Daylong. I am the Executive Director of the Adelphi University Performing Arts Center. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. While we aren't able to have audiences in person, we are continuing to bring Adelphi's talented students, faculty, staff, alumni, and other guests to you each week through this show. Tonight, we have a very special episode. We are devoting tonight's show to a group of very talented alumni who have formed their own musical group and been performing together for a few years. We have another night of lots of music. So without further ado, please welcome Skyla, Daniel, and Philip, otherwise known as Trio Delphi. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome. Thank you all so much for being here and joining us and sharing your music with us tonight. Let's start before we get going with where everyone is right now. Skyla, maybe let's start with you.
Hi, I'm in Westbury, New York right now.
Okay, nice. And Philip?
Yeah, I'm on Long Island still here in Hicksville. Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm also on Long Island.
Great, Daniel, and I'm around the corner in Mineola, so we're all nearby the campus, although not really there. So, so tell us briefly how you guys got together as a group. I know you overlapped a little bit at Adelphi, but so how did Trio Delphi come together?
Well, we got started in. We were actually started by Professor Linda Weatherall. She's Philip's flute teacher at the time.
Yeah.
And she found this really wonderful piece by composer Carmen Moore. And this piece featured our wacky instrumentation. And she kind of gave Phil the music and she said, "Hey, check this out. You guys should actually get together and play this." And we had the opportunity to. It wasn't the premiere of the concert, but it was like only the second time a group had played this piece, and we played it on Long Island in this little church, and it was a great experience, and it was fun working with in this setting, and obviously we were friends already, so it's kind of a no-brainer to just keep going. And then Phil wrote all these beautiful compositions for us, and Skyla started arranging. And the rest is history.
Fantastic. I love the story. I love that you guys managed to stumble into this great thing that you've got going. And as you said, Philip has written all the stuff that we're showing of the three of you tonight, right? All the Trio Delphi stuff. So they're all compositions of Philip's. So we're going to kick off the music tonight with the first performance from the three of you together. So, Philip, do you want to tell us about what we're going to hear first?
Sure. Yeah. So this first piece is called Summer's Lullaby. It's going to be the first set of eventually, I guess, 4 pieces to do the 4 seasons, because I feel like every composer has to do the 4 seasons at some point.
Sure.
So we're going to see the summer and the winter one today. But figured since we are in summer, it's kind of a soothing lullaby, because I used to listen to this piano album when I was younger called Summer by George Winston, and I was kind of inspired by that and liked the idea of a lullaby kind of feel. So yeah.
Great, fantastic. So we will start with Summer's Lullaby. Enjoy. Nicely done, Skyla.
Thank you.
See, and everyone. So in addition to the music we're going to hear from Trio Delphi, we're also going to hear from a couple of you with some solo music of your own, and some other projects. So Skyla, thank you for that performance. It's always nice to see things at the concert hall, even if it's just on video.
Yeah, it really brings me back. I had such great times at the PAC, and yeah, it was great. Yeah, me and Dan already graduated when Phil's senior recital happened. So when he's like, "Yeah, we are going to hear another clip from that recital," also, we were like, "Of course, we'll come back." So.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's nice. And now, so we're going to hear something now just from you, a solo piece performed by you. So why don't you tell us what this is?
Yeah, so you're going to hear the aria and rigodon by Godfrey Kirchhoff. He was a Baroque composer around the same time as Handel. They were actually students by the same teacher, the composing teacher. And he also, Bach was his colleague. He's not as, people have heard of him, but clearly Handel is a big harp composer, and because he wrote the Handel Harp Concerto, and everyone knows who Bach is. So, but I found this book in a book that my harp teacher told me to get in graduate school, and I thought it was so fun and dramatic, and yeah, just a great piece, and just something that people don't hear a lot, and because people just play typical Baroque harp music, and this is just a little bit off the beaten path, but it still has like the same kind of flourishes and ornamentation and all that fun stuff. So
great, I love it. Well, here we go. Enjoy. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Well done. Always lovely to hear you. I will say, I don't know, we're at episode like 16. Like that, you're our first harp player, so it's exciting. I always love when we manage to find something new to show, and so thank you for that.
I'm used to being the first, well, harp student. I think I was like one of the first, and I loved playing at Adelphi. I really learned so much from being there. So
That's really fantastic. I miss seeing you lug your harp in and out of the building on a regular basis.
thank you. Yeah, I really got a lot of exercise moving around there. So.
Yeah, I'll bet. So, well, thank you for that. We're going to see you again in a little bit with some more from Trio Delphi and some more solo stuff from you. So, thank you again. And now I'm going to bring in Daniel in your place.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back, Daniel.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here as well. And now you are actually going to perform live for us tonight, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that as though it's a question. I'm well aware of what's about to happen. So, but why don't you tell us first about the piece? And if you're a little bit quiet, so if you can maybe move a little closer to your microphone or speak up or something.
Yeah, maybe I should turn up a little bit. How's it better?
There you go. That makes all the difference in the world.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, the piece I'll play now is called Mazurka Appassionata. It's by Agustin Barrios Magnore. He was a Paraguayan composer living in the turn of the last century, 1900s. He was a prodigy, a virtuoso, and he was classically trained on the guitar. And he realized after a while touring in Paraguay, he wasn't going to cut it as a musician. So because he was so good, and there just wasn't a market for a concert guitarist. So he started traveling in South America. And again, he wasn't widely accepted because of his style. He's a very romantic player, and all of his pieces, he was a guy that wore his heart on his sleeve. And that kind of playing and that kind of music making wasn't widely accepted even in a place like South America at the time, because it was so it was still the tradition and the culture was still based in European classical music.
Okay.
But still, his music has been played extensively over the last 20 years, and I really love playing his pieces, even though they're very challenging.
Sure.
But yeah, he was a wild cat. He would come on stage wearing like Indian like tribe costume, and he was a performer in every sense of the word. So yeah, I hope I can do this piece some justice. So this is Mazurka Appassionata.
Great. We're looking forward to it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you so much, Danielle. That's really fantastic. And I'm always a fan of when people are able to do this live. I realize that technically there's a lot of things that's just not possible for. So it's always great when it is. And that was a wonderful piece. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Cool. Thank you.
Great. And we will see you in a little bit as well,
Okay.
because I am going to now bring back the flute player for the group, as well as the composer of a bunch of the music we're hearing tonight. Please welcome back Philip.
Hey,
Hello, sir.
hello.
Good to see you.
Yes, you too.
Thank you again, as with everyone, for joining us now. So in addition to being in the group, as we have seen, you also have composed a bunch of music for Trio Delphi that we're sharing. So now, how many pieces have you written specifically for the group at this point?
For the so I have 3 of the seasons completed. I still have to write one more season for us, and then hopefully we'll be able to maybe even put out an album. But I also have another piece called Blue Rose. That's a 2-movement work, and that one's like a much longer work. That one's 10 minutes that I have written for us. And then I have the Cuban piece, which we'll hear at the end.
Great.
I'll talk about then. But yeah, so I think it's just those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Yeah.
Sure, that's fantastic, and I am going to use this opportunity to encourage everyone to head to your website, where they can find more information about you, other pieces that you've composed, your composition work, your work as a musician, all things Philip are here at his website. So please take some time and check that out. Now, as you mentioned, we're about to share another piece with Trio Delphi. So this is something you've actually did very recently. You guys just recently recorded it. So tell us a little more about what we're going to see next.
Yeah, so we did this especially for this. We got together just last Friday, really, I believe, to record this for this event. Because we wouldn't, obviously, sadly, wouldn't be able to coordinate via webcam very well.
Sure.
But so we did like a social distance rehearsal, and then we got together and recorded ourselves outside. But this is the winter piece. It's the most recent one I've written for our group. And I guess it's meant to capture that kind of quiet when there's that first like kind of snowfall, when there's everything's like perfectly white, and no gas or sludge has hit it yet. And there's just kind of that silence outside. So I guess I'm trying to capture that. So yeah, these two seasons are kind of like the slower, more thoughtful pieces, and whereas the other two seasons are meant to be a little more vibrant. Yeah, I hope you all enjoy.
Great. But here it is. Well done, everyone.
Thank you.
I know. So, turn off my fan. Nice job. And thank you for that. So I am going to encourage everyone to visit your website for the group. When you're done on Philip's website, then you can go over here to triodelphi.com. Nice and simple to find out more about you guys as a group, other things that you're up to, other recordings you have. Eventually, where we might go see you in person, perform somewhere one day again. So I encourage everyone to do that. And also, I know most of what we're showing is recorded tonight, but Linda has joined us and is watching, so we're happy to see her here, who brought you all together. So thank you, Linda, for watching. And so now we're gonna go to Skyla. So we have one more performance from the group a little bit later in the show, but we will say farewell to Philip and Daniel for a minute and hear another performance of solo performance from Skyla. So Skyla, thank you again. So tell us about this next piece that we are going to hear from you.
Yeah, so it's a solo harp piece. It's part of a bigger piece. It's called The Children's Hour by Marcel Grangeny, and this is the second movement of the piece. It's called Little Angel. I actually learned this piece at Adelphi.
Nice.
My harp teacher was Brandy Younger. Hi, Brandy, if you're watching. And it's a really cool piece. It's definitely different than the Baroque piece I played. This is Grangeny was born in the 1890s and passed away, I think, in 1975. So he's pretty modern harp composer and harpist himself. And he's very popular in the harp community and studied. He was the head harp teacher at Juilliard for a while, and other harpists have they studied under him. So he's like part of the teaching technique even for harp.
Got it. Okay.
And this is the Children's Hour suite, so there are multiple movements. I'm just playing the second movement, and I thought it'd be nice to kind of do a throwback because I played this at my senior recital, but this is just a current recording of it, and this is my favorite movement. They're all different scenes of like different like kids kind of. So this is Little Angel, so it's about like a good girl, and then the next one right after it is called Get a Pony, which was like a rambunctious like child riding a horse. There's another one called Playing in the Garden, and then like the end is like everyone falling asleep. So it's a really cool piece. It's a very
nice.
It changes complete, like every movement sounds so different, and it's so much fun to play. And I just wanted to do like a little throwback and just play this piece again because it's been a while. But in quarantine, I had time to like go back and play pieces that I enjoyed. So
nice, excellent. Well, we're looking forward to it. We're gonna pretend it's a few years ago at your senior recital, and
no, I didn't show that clip from there.
I know. I mean, we don't have to go back,
Yeah, but it's okay.
But excellent.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. Here we go. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Lovely. And so I will keep this going and say, make sure everyone to visit Skylar's website, where you can find more information about her music, her as a solo musician and a harpist, as well as then obviously her work with Trio Delphi. But please check out Skylar's website. And thank you once again for being here and sharing some of this music with us, especially things that have a nice Adelphi connection to them. I really love that. That makes this even better. So
Thank you so much.
we will see you again shortly. But for now, we are going to go back to Daniel for another performance from him. Daniel, welcome back.
Thank you.
So tell us about the next piece that you are going to play for us tonight.
So the next piece is just an arrangement of a song by Carlos Jobim called Felicidad. And the arranger is French composer Roland Dienz.
Fantastic. Fantastic once again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Now, you know what's coming next. So please take a minute to also check out Daniel's website. There's a lot of work to do after the show. Like, I hope everyone brought a pen and paper, is writing all this down. Please visit Daniel's website for more information about him, more of his music, and his fantastic guitar playing, and check that out. So thank you, Daniel, again for being here. We will see you one more time in just a minute after I do a little bit of housekeeping. We have one more song and one more piece from Trio Delphi. So we will see you in a moment. Thanks. So thank you again for Trio Delphi. As I mentioned, we are going to have one more performance from them at the end. If you are interested in performing on a future show, please send an email to us at the Performing Arts Center. We have some great things coming up in the next few weeks, including next week the return of some ukulele music, which we had a whole bunch of ukuleles in the beginning when we first started the show, and then they've disappeared. But don't worry, we are bringing them back. There's going to be some ukulele music next week, as well as some fantastic Broadway and off-Broadway talent coming in the next few weeks, and a lot more from our students and alums and faculty. We're doing this for a while. So please, if you are interested in being a part of that and you have an Adelphi connection, please send us an email and we will talk about getting you on an upcoming show. And in addition to this weekly show that we're doing from the Performing Arts Center, there is a lot more virtual events. There are a lot more virtual events going on all around the university, from our weekly Experience Adelphi mini courses on Thursday afternoons to some speakers and some panel discussions and all kinds of different things happening. Obviously, the semester is starting later this month, which is a little crazy to think, but we will have even more virtual programming for people once the semester really gets going. So I encourage you to take a moment and visit Adelphi's website and check out some of the great things that are going on all around the university. So now it is my pleasure to welcome back Trio Delphi for one more number. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you again for being here tonight. I will do this just to keep things going. So make sure, please check out their website for more information about all of them. Music they have got. Oh, well done. Yes, right. This is where you vote. No. So, but do visit their website. There's a lot of great things there and a lot of other music. So now I understand that this next piece is how you occasionally end your own concerts. So it seemed perfect to use at the end of the show tonight. Philip, why don't you tell us a little bit more about this last piece that we're going to hear?
Sure. So this it's titled Arenas de Cuba. So which translates to Sands of Cuba. Very simple title. To celebrate mostly my Cuban heritage and to honor both my abuelo and my abuela. And they're, because they were, refugees, and as well as my mom came here from Cuba. So I wanted to honor that heritage. It's just kind of my ode to them and celebration of that culture. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again, Skyla, Daniel, and Philip, for being with us tonight, sharing your music with us. Thank you, everyone who's watching at home. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Please stay safe and enjoy one more piece of music from Trio Delphi.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you
us.
all for being here. Yeah, it's been great.